Peter had always been a fighter. Growing up, he had to fight his way through bullies at school, and then fight for his spot on the football team. He was a tough guy, always ready to take on any challenge. But when depression hit him in his late 20s, Peter felt like he was losing his strength. It started with a feeling of emptiness, like something was missing in his life. Then came the constant sadness and lethargy. Peter tried to ignore it, but eventually, it became too much to bear. He stopped going to work, stopped seeing his friends, and stopped doing the things that once brought him joy. One day, Peter decided to go for a walk in the park. He didn't know what he was looking for, but he knew that he needed to get out of the house. As he walked, Peter saw a group of kids playing football. He watched them for a while, and it brought back memories of his own football days. Peter approached the group and asked if he could join in. At first they were hesitant, but then they saw the determination in his eyes, and they let him play. As Peter ran around the field, he felt a flicker of something inside of him. It was a spark of his old strength, and it gave him hope. After that day, Peter started going to the park every day to play football with the kids. He still struggled with depression, but the football games gave him a sense of purpose. He felt like he was part of a team again, and it reminded him of his own strength. One day, Peter overheard two of the kids talking about how they wanted to start a football team at school. Peter offered to help them, and soon, he was coaching the team. It was hard work, but it gave him something to focus on. As the team's first game approached, Peter felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. He was worried about how the kids would perform, but he was also proud of how far they had come. On game day, Peter watched from the sidelines as the kids played their hearts out. They were a little rough around the edges, but they were passionate and determined. As the game ended in a draw, Peter felt tears in his eyes. It wasn't just the joy of watching the kids play, it was the realization that he had found his strength again. He had been lost, but through the power of football and the support of these kids, Peter had found his way back. From that day on, Peter knew that he would always have his strength within him. Even in the darkest of times, he knew that he could fight back, just like he had on the football field. He still struggled with depression, but he had found a way to overcome it. Peter was a fighter, and he always would be.